Hi friends, and welcome back to Move with Katey. It is day 7, and today we are going to do a longer form flow that combines most of the elements from this week's practice. So that'll be a lot of joyfulness and awareness and some hip mobility and some strength and also, of course, some vinyasas. So let's take all of that good work you've done this week and put it all together in a fun long form flow. Thanks for being here. To get started, we are going to ground ourselves with a meditation. So if you'd like to take that block and sit it under your hips so that you can get a little more space, a little more room, a little elongation of the spine, a little tilt of the pelvis, go ahead and do that now. If not, no worries. I just think it feels nice. And then let's take an inhale in. And as you exhale, close down the eyes. Ground down through the tailbone, reach up through the crown of the head, elongate the side body. Begin to focus in on the breath, really becoming centered in this time, in this space, becoming present and aware of the sensations in your body, of the thoughts that may be arising. And then remembering that those thoughts are just like little birds. Let them fly in and out of the frame. No need to attach. And then maybe reflecting for a moment upon your intention for this month, or maybe choosing an intention for the day or this time here on your mat. Noticing your heart beating in your chest. And noticing how it slows if you elongate the exhale and really focus on the breath. Your next inhale, bringing a slight smile to the corners of the eyes and the face. And with your exhale, bringing the hands to touch at heart center. And then we're going to get started by fluttering the eyes open. Inhaling here and exhale, reaching the fingertips down, up, and palms come to touch overhead. Exhale through heart center, reach the fingertips down, drop the chin towards the chest. Inhale, this time lift the nose as you lift the hands. Exhale one more time, sawing the nose down towards the chest, and then inhaling, lifting the nose and the heart up towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the fingertips down, and if you've got that block or a bolster underneath your hips, go ahead and remove it now. And we're going to start with some of that hip mobility. So taking your feet as wide as the hips and taking the hands and placing the fingertips slightly behind and outside of the hips, fingertips pointed towards the hips, and then inhaling here, and as you exhale, just dropping the knees over to one side, really shrugging the shoulders together so you're opening through the heart center. Elongating the spine. Inhale, knees come to face the ceiling, and then as you exhale, dropping them over to the other side. Elongating the spine, pressing the floor away. Inhale, knees up and over to the other side. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, drop the knees. Let's do this 2 more times on each side. Inhale through center. Exhale, lower. Inhale through center, exhale, lower. Last time, inhale through center, exhale, lower. Inhale through center, and exhale, lower. Then we're going to inhale back through center, and let's bring the bottoms of the feet together, and we'll start with a little butterfly pose check-in. So just flapping the knees a little bit here, feeling that mobility, the lubrication in the hip joints. And then maybe grabbing hold of the toes, interlacing the fingers, and inhale, lifting the heart, finding a moment of stillness. Before you exhale, bend the elbows, reach the heart forward, folding into your forward fold. Maybe you use the elbows to invite the knees a little closer to the earth, thinking about that ball and socket joint that is your hip, and remembering to rotate from the hips. The knees aren't rotating here. It's our hips that are opening. And then inhale, let's look forward and open the legs up wide to a wide-legged seat. From here, we're going to do a few leg lifts and ankle mobility exercises. So flexing the toes back towards the shins. Inhale. And then as you exhale, point the toes away from you. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Inhale, flex. Exhale, point. Flex, point, flex, point. And then maybe let's circle the feet around one direction, getting some rotation in the ankles here. And then circle them around the other way, getting a little more rotation. And then let's inhale, check in with where you are, and we're going to fold forward into a forward fold. We'll come back to this at the end of our practice and see if anything has changed. So really just check in, notice where you're at. No need to push yourself or strain any muscles, but just noticing where you are, inhaling into the spaces where there's tension, exhaling, folding forward, actively engaging the legs, the knees. Doing so, being strong, helps us be flexible. Inhale, walking the fingertips back, and then let's take a couple leg lifts. So placing the right hand on the outside of the right hip and the left hand in front of you. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Lift, lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch sides. Right hand comes in front, left hand drops behind. Inhale, lift, lower. Inhale, lift, lower. Lift, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now shall we try both legs? We'll do 10 here. So if you'd like to do 5 and 5, you're welcome to, or you're welcome to try placing both hands in front of you. Really actively engage the core, point through the toes, actively engage the legs, and we're going to lift. 1, 2, 3, you got it. Smile. 4, 5, 6, firing up right away. 7, 8, lift from the backs of your legs. 9, did I skip one? 10, let's do one more just because I think I might have skipped one. Inhale, lift. Whoo, good job, team. Then let's grab hold of the back of the knees, bring the feet together, and we'll meet at the top of our mat. And we'll take some of those vinyasas that we are so practiced at. Inhale, reaching the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, take a slight back bend, reaching the fingertips back, sending the hips forward, engaging the glutes. And as you exhale, sit down into chair pose. Send the hips back, ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. Biceps by the ears, shoulders shrug down the back body. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, step the palms down and step the feet back or hop back, lowering into chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, flip the toes. And as you exhale, send the hips up and roll over the toes, meeting in downward facing dog. Inhale, right knee steps forward, right foot steps forward, right knee into chest, dropping the back heel down or leaving yourself on the toes, whatever feels good. Inhaling, warrior 1. Sweeping the arms around and behind, planting them and lowering into a chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, roll it over the toes, downward facing dog. Left knee comes into chest and left foot steps through, dropping the back heel down or leaving yourself on those toes. Inhale, warrior 1, or maybe a high lunge. Exhale, rolling the shoulders around and behind and then stepping back, high plank, lowering through chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take 5 big breaths here. Really grounding. That's what we're working on in our practice today. Is grounding into the present moment. Grounding into our bodies. Grounding into this space and time. So that nothing can faze us. We take it all in stride. Press the floor away, shrug the shoulders away from the ears. Reach the hips high and the hamstrings back. Your next inhale, let's look forward, step, hop, float to the front of your mat, meeting in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit down into your chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming to stand. Inhale, take a slight back bend. And then exhale, Tadasana. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, slight back bend. Inhale, setting down into your chair pose. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And then exhale, planting the palms, step, hop, float to the back of your mat, meeting in a chaturanga. Moving through plank if it feels good. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hips back. Right knee comes forward, right toes step through, dropping into your crescent or warrior one. Inhale, arms high. Exhale, circle arms around and down, lowering into chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left knee steps forward, left foot between the hands. Inhale, arms high, your lunge. Exhale, plant the palms, step it back, lowering halfway. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, hips high, down dog. Press the floor away, hips reach high. This time, let's shake the head, yes and no. Maybe yes, I'm feeling awesome. No, nothing can knock me off my course. And then inhale, look forward, step, hop, float to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sit down into your chair pose. And as you exhale, straighten the legs and take a little back bend, reaching the fingertips back. And then exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, lower the arms. Let's take one more and then we'll get into a fun, funky flow. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, sit down into chair pose. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, plant the palms, step, hop, float into your chaturanga. Inhale, halfway lift. Or inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, this time let's sweep the right toes high. And we'll hang out here for just a moment. Let's see if we can open up the right hip by sending the right leg out to the side and just noticing the shifting of the hip bones, of the pelvic bones. And then let's reach the right toes all the way forward and through, trying to keep a straight leg as much as you can. That was fun, right? Bending into that front leg, dropping the back heel. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, circling the arms around, planting the palms, stepping back and lowering through your chaturanga. Inhale, lift the heart, straighten the arms. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, sweep the left toes high. And then let's open that left leg out to the left side, keeping it straight, opening the hip, feeling the motion of the pelvis as we keep that left leg straight as we can and step it to the front of our mat. Bend into the knee, drop the back heel. Inhale, open the arms high, warrior one. Exhale, circle the arms around and down, stepping back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. Take some deep breaths. Press the floor away, ground down through the knuckle pads and finger pads. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe sigh out the mouth. Let it go. Maybe you take one more big inhale, one more big sigh out the mouth. Now let's inhale, look forward, step, hop, float to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sink into your chair, reach the arms high. Exhale, take a little back bend, and then bring the hands to heart center. And then from here, let's go ahead and shift weight onto the right foot, bringing the left knee into chest. Take a couple ankle rolls here. But then from here, we'll go ahead and rock the chest forward and send the left leg out behind us, coming into a warrior three. Inhale here. Exhale, let's reach the arms out in front of us. Pick a point on the floor to look at. That's your drishti, your focus point. And then bending into the left leg, bending into the right leg, send the left toes back, but don't touch them down. Then inhale, lift, building some single leg strength. Exhale, lower, bending into the knee. Inhale, lift, you got it. Squeeze everything to the center line. Lower one more time. Lift one more time. And then this time, when you bend into the knee and lower, set the left toes down. Inhale, coming up to a high lunge. Nice work. Exhale, let's open into a warrior two. Breathing here. Maybe take some circles with the hips. Feeling mobile. Feeling flexy. Feeling strong. Reverse the direction of those wiggles. Then inhale, let's reach the right hand forward, flip the palm up, and exhale, scoop it back. Reverse the warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Then let's inhale, bend the elbow and bend into the right knee. Bring the elbow to the knee and reach the left arm up overhead. Extended side angle pose. Inhale here. Really lengthening all the way from the back foot to the tip tops of the fingers, along side body stretch. And then let's actively engage the core and the inner thighs so that you can lift that right arm up as if you were holding a ball in the air. You got it. Holding here. The shakes are good. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Opening back up to warrior two. Straighten through the front leg. Reverse the triangle. So you're reaching your right arm up and over. Taking a little respite. Exhale. Right fingertips reach towards the floor. Left fingertips reach up. Opening chest towards sky. Triangle pose. This is another pose where if you'd like to take a block to bring the floor a little closer to you, that's an awesome modification. Take it if you want it. That'll feel nice. If you don't want it, setting it to the side and trying not to put too much pressure in that bottom hand. Next, exhale. Spin the left fingertip towards the outside edge of that front foot, and we're going to reverse the triangle. Opening right fingertips towards sky, taking a twist. Maybe you come up onto the back toes here because that feels right in your hips. Listen. Maybe you use that block on this side. Listen to your body. And then let's exhale. Spin the right fingertips towards the floor. Step the left hand to the outside. Spin onto the back toes, lowering the back knee. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the heart. And then exhale, send the hips back, half split. Let's rock back and forth a few times. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hips back, half split. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, hips back. Inhale, low lunge. And this time as you exhale, plant the palms in front, tuck the toes, begin to shift weight onto that front foot, shifting back and forth until the weight can come all the way off the back toes. And we meet one more time in that warrior three where we began this sequence. Inhale, without touching the toes down, bring the left knee into chest. Exhale, cross the left ankle over the right leg, and we'll sit down into a chair pose, one-legged chair. Okay, maybe here you invite the hip to open from the hip by using the left hand on the left knee and opening a little bit. Maybe you keep hands at heart center or maybe on your waist. And then let's inhale, bring the heel up with you towards the hips, and then just options. We're going to take tree. So your option might be to take a different advanced tree. I'll turn to face you, where your foot is in a lotus position. We're in this type of tree. Maybe you bring that foot in to the inner thigh. Maybe you bring that foot down to the calf. Wherever you are is perfect, but we're going to stay here for 5 breaths. So bring the hands to heart center. Maybe you reach your branches, your arms up high. Maybe you close your eyes. All just options, playing with our balance and our groundedness. Really root down through all 4 corners of that right foot. You got it. Last breath here. And then as you exhale, gently release the foot back to the earth. And we're going to shake it out before we take that on the opposite side. Okay? So from here, you can stay at the top of your mat. I'm going to stay this way so that I'll be able to face you. Shift your weight into the left foot. Inhale, bringing the right knee in towards chest. Okay? From here, we're going to send that right leg back behind you. Keep the hands at heart center into a warrior three. Chest reaches forward. Crown of the head reaches forward. Right toes reach back. Then go ahead and reach those arms nice and long. Actively engage everything. Knit the rib cage in. Lift the toes and the hamstring towards the sky. And then as you exhale, bend into the left leg. Inhale, straighten and lift. Exhale, lower. You got it. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Two more. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And then exhale as you bend into that knee, set the toes down, coming into a high lunge. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, let's open it up into a warrior two. Send the arms long, open the chest towards the long side of your mat. Flip the left palm so it faces up and inhale, reach forward, and then rainbow the left arm up and over. Reverse the warrior. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Inhale, and then as you exhale, bend the left elbow so that it comes down to meet the left knee. We're taking that extended side angle pose, so reaching the right fingertips up overhead, making a nice long line all the way from the right fingertips down to the right foot. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Then with your next inhale, let's see if we can firm up through the core and the legs so that you can lift the left arm up. Hold that balloon. Stay for 3 breaths. Whew, it's such a good leg burner. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. 2. 1, inhale, opening to warrior 2. Exhale, straighten through the front leg. Reverse the triangle. Right hand down the right thigh, left fingertips up and over. Inhale, side body stretch. Exhale, left fingertips come towards floor or towards a block. Right fingertips reach high. Heart spirals towards sky, elongating the arm triangle pose. Good work, yogis. Actively lift the kneecaps. Engage the legs. Engage the core. Then as you exhale, let's spiral right hand down towards floor and plant it outside of the right foot, of the left foot, reversing our triangle. So taking a twist, reaching left arm high. Maybe you come onto the back toes if that feels right. All just options. Engage the legs, lift the kneecaps. And then as you exhale, plant left foot on the outside of, left hand on the outside of left foot, right hand on the outside of the foot, and bend into the knee, coming into a low lunge. Dropping the back knee, untucking the toes if it feels good. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, send the hips back, half split. Right hip reaches forward, left hip reaches back, flex the toes. Then we'll move back and forth, inhaling into the lunge. Exhaling, half split. Inhaling into the lunge. Exhale, half split. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. And last time, inhale, lunge. Exhale, half split. And then from here, bending back into that left knee, coming up onto the toes, walking the hands a little bit forward, rocking back and forth so that we begin to slide the right toes closer, bring the weight into the left foot, and lifting back up into a warrior 3. Lift the chest, lift the hands. You got it. And then bending the knee, bringing right knee back into chest, and then crossing right ankle over the left knee, coming into that one-legged chair pose, and then maybe from the hip, inviting a rotation of the right knee towards the outside. Sinking a little lower in your chair, maybe hands stay at heart center, really building some single leg strength here. 2 more breaths. You got it. Inhale, bring that knee back into chest before we set it down. And wiggle the hips around. Then let's open up into a goddess pose. Inhale, reaching the arms high, legs can stay straight. Then as you exhale, cactus the arms, bend into the knees, sit deep. And let's take some pulses here. Maybe we open the elbows back and forward, back and forward. Maybe the arms find stillness or find a place on your hip, okay? But just taking some motions as we bounce here in this posture. Feeling nice and open. Whew. Feeling nice and strong. Actively engage the hamstrings. Feel that tension here. Build that strength. And then inhale, straighten the legs. And let's fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Inhale. Exhale, fold a little deeper. Let the forehead hang heavy. Send the hips towards the sky, ground down through all 4 corners of the feet. Actively engage, lift up the kneecaps to engage the quadriceps in this stretch. And then let's inhale, lifting halfway. And as you exhale, let's sit down into Skandasana at the back of our mat. So left knee bends, right toes face up. Inhale, open the arms to the sky. Or maybe out wide like a T, whatever feels right to you. And then let's switch our weight to the opposite side. Right knee bends, left leg extends. Opening left arm to sky, right arm out. And then let's keep our hands at center, maybe even reach them forward for a little counterbalance, counterweight. And then let's shift back and forth to the left leg, and then to the right leg, really getting into our hip mobility here. Left leg, right leg. Let's do one more on each side. Left leg, and then right leg. Good work. And then let's set the hips down and drop the right knee in towards the left, coming into a half hero pose. Inhale, lift the heart, and as you exhale, fold forward. So we're really feeling that ankle being mobile and getting into the hamstrings, the calves, all sorts of things here. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, melt. Inhale, let's look forward. And as you exhale, let's plant the right palm behind the right foot. Fingertips can face away from the body. And then we're going to come up onto the right knee and send the hips forward. Reach the left arm around behind, taking a big circle. So really pressing forward with the hips, feeling a stretch through that right hip flexor. Letting the arm just gracefully make some circles. And then from here, let's really bring weight into the right hand so you can shift onto the right shin, bringing it parallel with the top and bottom of your mat, and entering gate pose. Inhale here. Exhale here. Then let's inhale. Let's lift the left leg, bring it around in front of us, and we're going to cross it over so that it stacks on top of right leg. Open up the feet, and we'll come into cow face pose. So fun. Inhale, crossing right arm over left. Opening shoulders to the sky. And by opening shoulders, I meant fingers. And we're going to go ahead and open the shoulders wide by looking down and seeing that triangle between our elbows and our chest, and seeing if we can open it, pulling the scapula away from the spine. If it feels good, maybe begin to melt the heart forward, send the hips back. Inhale, lifting back through center. Undo the intertwine of the fingers, and let's plant palms at the front of your mat around the left foot. And we're going to come up into a lunge on our left, with our left knee bent. Inhale here. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back, lowering through your vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, send the hips high. Then we're going to step the right foot forward and meet in a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, let's bend into the knees, lift sumo goddess squat. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do 5 of those. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, squat, building that strength. Exhale, fold. Last time. Inhale, squat, and let's stay. And then let's go ahead and shift our weight into our right leg, lowering into a skandasana. Exhale, shift it to the back of the mat. We've been here before. Inhale, shift it forward. Last time, exhale, let's shift it back. This time, lowering the hips and dropping the right knee or the left knee in towards the right. Okay, we're going to take that fun little sequence on this side. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, folding forward. Nice work, yogis. Feeling the stretch. Inhale, sending the heart forward. And from here, take that left hand, plant it behind the hips. And we're going to bend into the front leg and send the left hip forward and make some nice circles with the right arm. Really feeling that stretch through the front of the left hip as we send it forward. And then spinning the hand around, spinning the left shin so that it's parallel with top and bottom of your mat, and reaching into gate pose. Inhale here, exhale, stay. Inhale, lift the right leg up, swoop it around in front of you and cross it over so that the knee lines up with the left knee, and we settle ourselves down into our cow face posture. Inhale here, lengthen the spine, ground down through the sit bones. And then let's cross left arm over the right, taking eagle arms on this side. Inhale here. Exhale, stay. Recentering with the breath, regrounding, connecting through the ankles, the hips with the earth. And then opening up the arms. And this time, we're going to plant palms on either side of our right foot, so towards what might be the back of your mat, and come into a low lunge here. Inhale here. Exhale, lowering to a chaturanga, stepping that foot back. Inhale, lift the heart. And exhale, downward facing dog. Last time here. So really ground down through the hands, make it a good one. Feel the body moving in all directions. This active, beautiful pose. Then let's inhale, bring the left toes towards the back of the mat, and then twist towards a wide-legged forward fold. Inhale here, halfway. Then as you exhale, bend into the knees, and let's set the hips down. So you're in a really wide malasana, set the hips down. And like I promised, here we are in our wide-legged forward fold at the end of our practice. And we are going to see how it compares after doing such good mobility to at the beginning of our practice. So I'll invite you to really think of where your femurs connect to your pelvic bone. And go ahead and rotate the legs outward. Then actively engage, really flex from the kneecaps. Maybe you flex the toes back, maybe you point the toes, whatever feels right. And then begin to walk your hands forward, melting the heart. And just taking some moments here to rest in all that delightful heat and mobility that you have created. Maybe here you stack your fists and let the head rest. Maybe you take a couple of blocks and you let the chest rest wherever it is that you are. Maybe it's one block, maybe it's two, maybe you rest the whole body, okay? Use props to make you feel good. That is the whole point. Make you feel good, stretch deeper, find space where you may not have been able to find it before. And of course, if you don't need them or don't have them, no big deal. You don't want them, okay? Maybe you walk your hands out, pancaking nice and flat. And then with your next inhale, let's look forward wherever you are, walking the hands back. Bringing the bottoms of the feet together. Maybe taking a little gentle butterfly. And then we're going to close out by doing some fire log before we Shavasana. So bringing your right leg down to the floor and stacking the left ankle on top, stacking the shins, and again, rotating from the hips, finding the mobility here. Inhaling. And maybe this is exactly what feels right. Maybe you want to walk the forearms forward and bend over the legs, letting the head hang heavy. And then let's go ahead and walk the hands back. And then switching the stack of the legs, so left leg is on bottom, right ankle stacks over the left knee. Inhale, lengthening through the spine, and maybe exhaling, folding forward, letting the palms face up, letting the forearms rest. If you're feeling any tension, I invite you to breathe into those spaces and exhale, expand. With your next breath, let's walk the hands back. And then reaching the legs out long in front of you, we'll slowly begin to wind down by coming onto the back body. Bringing the left knee in towards chest. And then I'm going to keep the right knee bent underneath me as I drop the left leg out to the side and see if I can grab hold of the right foot, taking a what we call cattail posture here in my reclined twist. It's a nice little calf stretch for the right leg, as well as a twist, really inviting shoulders to the floor. And then with your next breath, letting go of the right foot, bringing left knee into chest, bringing right knee into follow. And then settling the left foot down next to the glute, grabbing hold with the right foot as the left hand guides right leg across, finding that cattail twist on this side. Shoulders flattening against the earth. Then inhaling back through center, right knee comes into chest, left knee follows, maybe rocking side to side. And let's take a happy baby if it feels good to you by flexing the feet, dropping the knees outside the rib cage. Fun final hip opening. Send the tailbone long, send the crown of the head long, the neck long. Maybe you play with rocking side to side or straightening one leg or the other, or maybe both. Breathing deeply. And then when you feel ready, dropping both feet to the floor. And maybe you take a full Shavasana, or maybe you drop the knees out in a butterfly and let the palms face up. Let the eyes gently close. Feel the body grounding into the earth below you. And taking these last few minutes to integrate our practice. To ground us back into space and time. And to let the body learn that both action and rest are integral parts of our lives. So not skipping this part because it's important too. Feeling the arms and the back body become heavy. Feeling the strength of gravity as it relaxes your joints and your muscles. Really letting yourself be soft in these final moments. And then when you are ready, and only then, gently begin to wiggle the fingers and the toes. If the knees are dropped out to the side, using the hands to bring them together before dropping them to one side and gently rolling the body over, knees in towards chest, cradling the head and the arms. And then slowly, keeping the eyes closed, pressing yourself back up to a seated position. Lengthening the spine by grounding down through the tailbone and reaching up through the crown of the head. Bringing the hands to touch at heart center. Then taking a moment to reflect on the nature of your being, the nature of your mind. Thank you for practicing here with me today. It has been an absolute honor. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me in this very fun and energizing flow. I hope you feel ready to go about your day, your night, your week, the rest of your weekend with joy. And I will see you again here tomorrow for day 8. Bye.